everybody, my name is Higsy People. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the channel if you're new. And today we're going to continue the what if Deku had a healing quirk. So we continue our story after Deku has just fought in Stain with Todoroki and Ida. They all thought he was out, but he got up after Deku got kidnapped by the bird Nomu, and he killed it. And after that, he knocked himself out. After that, Deku, Todoroki, and Ida went to the hospital because of their injuries. So they all in the hospital. Deku recovers basically instantly because of the whole healing quirk that can heal himself. But when he goes to ask if they want to be healed, Ida and Todoroki, they say no. So Deku just respects their wishes and just leaves. And goes back to the agency where the wolf guy said that it's best for Deku to just go home for the rest of the thing. So Deku decides, yeah, okay. And then he leaves to just chill at home. And then after those are all concluded, the hero agency, they go back to school and they learn about that they need to pick their hero names, and then Aizawa says these aren't permanent, just fun exercise. And then we pause it. So eventually Deku comes up with a hero name, and he goes up to the front of the class. I said that really quietly at first. And he shows his hero name called Lifeline. And so Midnight approves, and Deku sits back down. And Deku watches everyone's hero names, saying in his head that most of these are good. Bakugo's was insanely stupid. And that's it. And Deku sees Aizawa walk in and explain to the class that they're going to have a special exam and they're going to have to just wing it when the exam starts. So after Aizawa explains that, Deku then theorizes with Ochako, Ida, and basically his whole friend group, basically. Which is, you don't care. And they all just assume it's probably just going to be them fighting the teachers, because that's kind of the only progression to fighting robots, the teachers. So when they go to the exam place, Ochako, Deku, Ida know that, so does Todoroki, know that it's going to be fighting the teachers. So when they say they're going to fight the teachers, they're not surprised. But Deku is surprised when he hears that he has to work with Bakugo, which he knows Bakugo doesn't really like him. Yeah. Deku and Bakugo are not even on speaking terms, really. So Bakugo just, when the thing starts, they realize they're fighting All Might. Let me try that again. So All Might just crashes down and puts on his weighted things and say that he's their opponent. So Bakugo and Deku are shocked and hoping they can do something. Deku's plan is just to run out and get to the thing, because he knows he can't beat All Might, no matter how hard he tries. So when they get in there, Deku immediately just sprints off, telling Bakugo to distract All Might. But Bakugo yells at Deku that'll do more than just distract, he'll freaking beat him. Yeah, who am I kidding? He says fucking beat him. So, All Might appears, immediately clots Deku in the chest because he saw him running, and then he slams him into Bakugo, and they tumble down. So Deku heals his stomach because he almost threw up. Heals Bakugo. Bakugo says to get off him because he doesn't want no healing. Deku doesn't care. So Deku says to Bakugo that he'll let him get a chance at defeating All Might. But if it doesn't work out, he better help him escape. Which Bakugo says that there'll be no need for that second plan because he completely got it. But he says, yeah, he'll do it. So both Deku and Bakugo just start to fight All Might, and All Might's basically demolishing them. But of course, they're not really taking any damage because Deku keeps healing them and not healing All Might, so can't really do anything. So basically, it's basically Deku and Bakugo doing some combos on All Might, and All Might just swinging back, hurting a whole lot more. But Deku just heals their wounds, and he keeps going. And eventually, Deku gets tired of healing, and they have nowhere near way tired All Might out. So Bakugo sighs, grabs Deku, and Deku didn't know what the plan was really, and Bakugo spins with him and throws him, and before All Might really can see it, Deku gets sent so fast to where All Might can't react, and he basically tumbles almost in front of the gate. So All Might tries to go in front of it, but Bakugo shoots in front of him, point blanks him with a grenade thing, so it stuns him. So Deku just shambles over to the gate and gets out. So All Might congratulates Bakugo on the win, but Bakugo scoffs, snacking his hand off, saying it wasn't a win. It was a cowardly escape. But then Aizawa announces that they passed. After All Might brings Bakugo and Deku back to the watching area, they watch their friends do basically what they did in canon. No difference. And so we continue to the forest arc. So we see Deku on the bus. We're just gonna really. So Deku's on the bus, just sitting there, waiting for them to get there. They get off the bus and meet the lady that's a little too weird towards minors. And yeah, Deku doesn't really react to it. He gets crumbled down with everyone else. But it's easier for them to get through the rock guys because they don't really run out of stamina. So they can really just hit them with all they got with no consequence. So when they get there a bit earlier than the bus, not a lot, but like a bit. And they just chill. Then Deku meets Koda. He gets his nuts punched, but it kind of doesn't affect him. It's like a snap pain. It hurts, but he heals it basically immediately. And Koda just walks away, with Deku wondering what's up with that kid. And then everyone starts training. Deku just trains on how to heal longer. So, yeah. So they all go to sleep, and then next day, or a couple days later, I mean, they're training, and after that, they make the curry, and Deku sees that Koda's not there, so he goes to bring a bowl of curry to where he last saw Koda heading, which is toward the mountain over there. So he goes over there and sees Koda just sitting there. So he sits down next to him with the curry, and Koda says to leave him alone. And it's really just Deku and Koda having the same conversation they did in the original, until Muscular shows up, punches Deku's arm, and twists it super around. But he heals himself basically instantly. And Deku knows there is no dang way he's gonna beat this guy. So he tells Koda to run while he holds him off. So Muscular says, like, that kid isn't going anywhere, but Deku hits Muscular in a pressure point, what actually blows up one of his muscle things, so he can't throw the punch as fast or as hard as he just wanted to. So Koda runs away, and Deku basically just pressure points Muscular the whole time. If you're wondering how he's doing this, he knows Muscular from hero ports, and so he knows where to hit him. So Muscular's getting irritated, and because he's not hurting Deku in the slightest. And luckily for Deku, that training he was doing in this forest arc actually paid off, because he was able to use it long enough to where Muscular got tired, and Deku hits him so hard in the nose, he drops with his nose broken, and he's out cold. True, this took a lot longer than the original, so this fight took so long that everything already transpired and the thing's already over. So Baku's already kidnapped, and Tokuyami isn't kidnapped. So Baku's the only one who got kidnapped, like in the original. True, Deku isn't as tight as he is with Baku than he was in the original, but Deku doesn't care. He should he's gonna help his classmate. After they all get taken in, everyone then talks with Deku on how they're gonna go save Bakugo, and so Deku goes with them. This was Kirishima's idea, so Kirishima gets punched by Ida instead of Deku. Then they just keep walking, get the disguises, they get to the hideout, all that. And basically everything that happens in the original happens right now. But when the building explodes, Deku's actually caught, like, really close to it. He's closer than he was in the original. So he slams into, like, rubble and is stuck under it. But they still get Bakugo and they escape without Deku. They saw Deku's hand moving in the rubble, so they just dipped. But Deku gets out of the rubble, seeing most of the League of Villains looking a different direction. And so Deku tries to sneak away until Dobby turns around to go shoot a flame at him because he sensed him, basically. But Deku just runs at him, which Dobby gets annoyed at, so he tries to burn Deku, which he hears Deku's sizzling skin, but then he gets socked in the jaw, actually breaking some of his staples, almost making his jaw fall off. And then he looks over and sees Deku healing from basically every burn that happened. But yeah, Deku's been training, bro. So basically all the League of Villains try to jump Deku, but Deku just straight up paces them with just his heels. Shigaraki tries to touch Deku, but Deku just breaks his hand. It's basically just a 1v League of Villains. It's hard for the League of Villains to even hurt Deku because he can just heal from all of them. Deku tries to stab him, and he just takes the stab and knocks her out. Eventually, All for One shows up, and the All Might vs. All for One fight happens. But before we see All Might in that skeleton form, Deku runs up to All Might and uses the last of his energy to heal All Might back to full. So All Might basically beats the shit out of All for One because he's at full strength, while All for One is slightly drained. So All for One is defeated, with Deku basically confirming that win. So Deku's then found in the hospital, out cold really. He's gonna be out for a minute. Actually, he's out for so long, he skips over the overhaul arc. So I don't have to explain why Deku doesn't go to the overhaul arc. Come on, he fought the whole League of Villains. I think that's gonna drain him, motherfucker. So I guess that's where I'm gonna leave things right now. Pretty short video, but hope you liked the video. Like, subscribe, hit the post notification bells. Hope you liked it. The goal is 100 subscribers. Well, actually, wasn't it? Yeah, it's 100 subscribers. So,